Alright guys, please forgive me for the video. My throat is feeling really shitty right now, so it's gonna be raspy and it's gonna be low throughout this whole video. So if I ever, talk like this, kind of like that, my throat feels really crappy. So hope you guys enjoy the review and see you later. What's up guys, my name is Killer Cloud, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the JayBo RDA, the Indestructible RDA by JayBo. Thank you, that took me a while to say. I'm going to show you guys a zoom up of this real quick. It looks very similar to the TOBH RDA, very similar. Hold this correctly so I can actually do a 360 of this. So it's got JayBo right there, really nice logo, very clean. 2 holes on this side, 2 holes on this side, and then 1 hole on this side if you choose to do a single coil. Okay. And then I happen to be having a chuff style cap on this. It comes with a regular drip tip style cap, but I like chuffs a lot, and this looks really clean the way that I had it set up with those heat fins, and it's just gorgeous looking. 8 wrap, 22 gauge, 3/30-second drill bit. So what's cool about the deck is, I don't know if you guys can see this, I'm gonna hold it up for you guys. So you have the 2 negatives with kind of like a gap on the sides. I don't know if you see that gap. There's no holes on the negatives, so like little slits. So then you have the screws at the top. So it's really easy to build, as far as you just have to stick through the hole on the positive right there. Your right or left lead inside that positive, and then whatever lead you choose for your negative, left or right, you just slide it underneath that groove and then tighten down the screw. Super easy to build with. I'm talking about really easy to build with. You don't have to worry about getting under those, inside those holes. You can now just go under the screw and tighten it down. I like this actually. I like it a lot. I like the build. I like the look of the RDA a lot. It's really easy to build, extremely easy to center those coils. And yeah, I mean, like these screws are SS screws, stainless steel. You're not gonna get any stripping out of this at all. I mean, this is super clean. I've never gotten a spinning post off of this either. Very clean. Let's see if I get Indestructible, hashtag Indestructible. Then it says the pin is number 40, so I have number 40 of Rev A. I'm hopefully this is version A that he's talking about. I don't know what Rev A is. I'm not quite sure what Rev A is, but I know that I got number 40. And then it says JayBo at the bottom, which is really nice. Peak insulators, and they use copper contact center pin. Really nice, very clean. There's no, when I got this, I didn't get any machine oil or anything inside. It takes really good care of the RDAs. They're very clean. Like I said before, I'm gonna quickly cotton this up and juice it up and give you guys a vape. But I'm not gonna do a build. I've already done a build. It's still clean. It's still pretty fresh of a build. So I'm not gonna waste you guys' time by trying to make a build. But if you guys want to learn the build that I did on this, I did a 7 wrap of the same build on my simple cloud chasing build video. But I'm going to quickly, wick this and then be right back. Alright? Alright guys, so I finished cottoning and juicing up. I was using high VG based juice, so it was really slow on soaking up. I didn't want to take too much of your time and waste it. But here it is. All juiced up. So the kind of thing I had to do with setting up the cotton was, instead of just going to the sides and tucking it down, I had to go underneath the coil. I'll show you guys real quick. Yeah, I kind of had to go down and under and then kind of push on the side once I juiced it up. But that's basically the gist of it. Not too hard to do. Nice and clean still. And here's the production of it. This is off of my dual parallel box mod I have. I can also, it ohms off to like it ohms off to 0.2 ohms, so I can run this on my series box mod, and I mean, this thing fires like a champ. But I'm running it on my parallel right now, and that's quite a bit of vapor. So I'm gonna slap on my top cap and vapor and see how it goes. I get a lot of good flavor off of those 4 air holes. Now it's not as airy. Like I want to be honest with you guys, like straight up honest. If you guys are looking for massive clouds, uh, I've seen, okay, a lot of my friends, they have really big clouds because they're used to this airflow setup. I'm not used to this type of airflow setup. Like it takes some adjusting to get used to it. For me, I'm used to wide airflow, you know, get a very airy airflow, and this is very tight in my opinion. But you know, it's all up to preference for you guys. If you guys like that type of airflow, it's very similar to the Tobe, very similar, as opposed to the deck. That's the only thing I have to say. The deck, the logo, and it just seems a lot cleaner than the Tobe. Like it just seems, you know, thicker. Like the walls of the shield and the screws are a lot bigger, thicker, like stronger. It looks stronger looking. But yeah, I prefer this over the Tobe definitely. But I'm still getting used to cloud protection off of this. The Yeah, I like it a lot. I also like this. Okay, if you guys happen to get the chuff style cap, if you happen, I recommend highly that you get the chuff. I tried it with the regular drip tip top. I don't like it at all. It's too constricted. I like the chuff a lot more. If you happen to get the chuff, make sure that it is a cone in the inside. Mine's a cone in the inside, but there are some flat chuffs that I've seen online. I happen to get this as a package deal with the JayBo, but the cone, what the cone is, it provides spit back protection. So if you coil your juice, or really juicy coils, you know, they happen to spit some, you know, sheets of vapor at the e-juice at you, then you're not gonna get pegged in the back of the throat, which hurts like it hurts bad. I'm just gonna refrain from using that type of language. Yeah, guys, I had to give this out of a 10. I'd have to give this based on quality. I give it a 9 out of 10. Uh, Based on uh, deck and how easy it is to build with, I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10. It is super easy to build with. Uh, Based on the screws, how they don't strip at all. Very buttery threading as far as the 510, and the deck screws are really clean. No machine oil is really nice, so it's pretty solid. Now, as a cloud chasing RDA, I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10, mainly because I'm just not used to the airflow. Maybe that's me, but my friends, they blow massive clouds with this RDA, so for them it might be a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 depending on their preference. But for me, I say 7 out of 10, mainly because I'm still hooked on the Kennedy vibe, and the Kennedy just rolls with me really nice. But this is really clean. I'm getting used to the cloud protection. Really thick clouds. I'm liking it. And the flavor is great too. Now what I'm gonna do is real quick. This is not part of the review at all. This is just based on my own preference. I'm gonna take this off of my box mod, and I'm going to put it on this series box mod, yeah, and vape it and see how it goes. Now this isn't 4.2 volts. My box mod's running at 4.2 volts. This is running at 8.4. Yeah, 8.4, around 8.4 volts. So really quick. So I'm gonna see the flavor difference and the cloud protection off of this, and then see if it's more. Now it is a 0.2. I realize that. Now this is dangerous. Do not try this, guys. I'm only doing this for experimental purposes only. Do not try this on series at all. It is dangerous. Okay. I'm gonna take short drags of this. It's just for experimental purposes only. warmer vapor, really warm vape. More power obviously pushed into those coils. I'm getting bigger cloud protection, but that's only because I'm getting more power to the coils. So I highly recommend picking up if you guys like the TOBH setup and you want to upgrade to the Indestructible RDA by JayBo. It looks so similar to a TOBH that I feel like it is a like JayBo was maybe part of TOBH and he made his own RDA. I'm not quite sure, or maybe he was inspired by the TOBH. But it's very similar to the TOBH, both in looks and performance. Now I have to say though that the O's, the airflow on the side. If I can zoom this up real quick, they're very clean, very clean. Rounded off in the inside, no sharp edges, very clean setup. So as far as quality of this RDA, I'd have to give it a 9 out of 10. It is gorgeous. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the review as much as I did. I love this RDA, and hopefully you guys pick this RDA up. It is very nice. So I'll see you guys next time, and peace out guys.